Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb has just published a critical update about the interstellar object 3I Atlas on his Medium blog. Today, October 29, 2025, at exactly 7:47 a.m. Eastern Time, this massive visitor from beyond our solar system reached Perihelion, the closest point to our Sun in its trajectory. According to JPL Horizons data, the timing was calculated with precision of just a few minutes. But there's a problem. At this exact moment, Atlas is completely hidden from our terrestrial telescopes, concealed behind the Sun itself. We don't know what happened to Atlas at perihelion. It's hidden from our view, right when the object is being heated by 770 watts per square meter. If Atlas is a natural comet held together by weak forces, this intense heating may be breaking it apart right now, creating spectacular fireworks, completely invisible to our eyes. However, if Atlas is something else entirely, if it's technological as some of its anomalies suggest, it might be doing something very different at this exact moment. Loeb revealed something fascinating in today's post. If Earth were on the opposite side of its orbit, where it was 6 months ago or will be in 6 months, we could have mapped Atlas with existing radar systems. In that position, the object would have passed just 54 million kilometers from Earth, close enough to detect and image it, giving us direct measurements of its size and three-dimensional shape. Unfortunately, even at Earth's closest approach on December 19, 2025, the distance of 269 million kilometers makes radar detection impossible. Following these revelations, radio observers around the world have been mobilized for continuous monitoring. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna is actively working to have the high-rise images from October 2nd released to the scientific community. Scientists are searching for specific signals, deliberate maneuvers, release of mini-probes, radio transmissions, artificial lights, excess heat from engines. If Atlas performs any of these actions, we'll know it's of technological origin. So what exactly is Atlas? Discovered on July 1st, 2025, it became the third known interstellar object, and immediately the most mysterious. When astronomers measured its speed, they were shocked. Atlas was moving at 58 kilometers per second, faster than anything we'd seen before. Earth orbits at 30 kilometers per second. Even Mercury only moves at 48 kilometers per second. With an estimated diameter of 5 kilometers, Atlas is 1 million times more massive than Oumuamua and 1,000 times more massive than Borisov, and it's moving at twice their speed. To put this in perspective, our largest rocket, Starship, is 100 times smaller than this object. Avi Loeb has classified Atlas with a score of 4 on the Loeb scale, where 0 is definitely natural and 10 is definitely technological. This is based on 8 statistically impossible anomalies. First, its trajectory is aligned to just 5 degrees from the ecliptic plane where all planets orbit. Probability for a random interstellar object? Only 0.2%. If you were designing a mission to visit multiple planets with minimum energy, you'd choose exactly this path. Second, during July and August, it exhibited a jet directed toward the Sun. Comets always point away from the Sun due to radiation pressure. Atlas did the opposite. Third, it's emitting nickel in proportions never seen in natural comets. On Earth, this signature only appears in industrial alloy production. The nickel to cyanide ratio is orders of magnitude greater than any known comet. Fourth, it contains only 4% water by mass. Comets are 80 to 90% water ice. Atlas is almost dry. Borisov, the previous interstellar comet everyone agrees is natural, had typical water content. Why is Atlas fundamentally different? Fifth, it showed extreme negative polarization unprecedented in all known comets. Most space objects have positive polarization. Atlas has the most extreme negative polarization ever discovered. Sixth, larger interstellar objects normally move slower. Atlas breaks this rule. being both massive and exceptionally fast, probability less than 0.1%. Seventh, its arrival time brought it within tens of millions of kilometers of Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, while remaining invisible from Earth at perihelion, probability just 0.05%. The timing seems almost deliberately planned. Eighth, it arrived from the direction of the famous 1977 WOW signal to within 9 degrees, probability 0.6%. Multiply all these probabilities together. The cumulative chance of all these anomalies occurring naturally is less than 1 part in 10 quadrillion. That's beyond astronomical odds. The reaction has been unprecedented. For the first time in history, the International Asteroid Warning Network, normally reserved for extinction threats, activated an intensive monitoring campaign for Atlas. But here's the paradox. Atlas is not on a collision course. There's no physical possibility of impact. So why activate planetary defense protocols? Meanwhile, NASA remains silent. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captured the highest resolution images of Atlas on October 3rd, 3 times better than Hubble. These images remain unreleased despite repeated requests from Loeb. Loeb calls this the fundamental question: is Atlas a Trojan horse with the external appearance of a natural comet, but carrying something else within? Perihelion happened just 2 days before Halloween. Is Atlas wearing a comet costume, or is it truly what it appears to be? We have to collect as much data as possible to discover the nature of this anomalous object, Loeb emphasizes. The implication of alien technology would be enormous, and we must take this possibility seriously. If Atlas is technological, its creators have mastered capabilities far beyond ours. The coming weeks will provide answers. On November 4th, the JUICE probe makes the first post-perihelion observation. If Atlas maneuvered during perihelion, we'll know. On December 19th, all major observatories will focus on the object during its closest approach to Earth. The central question is simple. Will Atlas's trajectory change? If it follows pure gravitational laws, we'll learn that interstellar comets can be surprisingly diverse. If deviations appear, if accelerations are detected, we'll face something outside our previous experience. The blackout ends in November. Then we'll know if we're observing exotic chemistry from another stellar system, or something that defies current categorization. Right now, at this very moment, processes that may redefine our understanding are occurring behind our sun, invisible and undetectable. In a few weeks, we'll begin to see the results. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known.